Hello guys, this is LynxManager here. I'm bringing you a Batman Arkham Asylum commentary. Recently I had a LynxManager ask me, how do you do good in the challenge rooms? I kind of suck right now. And so I decided just to hop on Batman real fast and throw some challenge room tips your way. In challenge room tips, in challenge mode, you get points for during certain kind of attacks. Some are worth more than others. For example, you get 100 times bonus based on your combo while using a ground takedown, but you only get a 10 times bonus with your combo for only doing a strike or a counter. And the best thing to do, and then you also get bonus points for doing the variation moves. At the end of the match, you get bonus points. Basically, one of them is a variation, how many different types of attacks you did. With Batman, there is a total of 9 different attacks. There's the strike, the counter, the cape stun, the jumping over the head, like I just did right there, the back claw grab, the battering throw, the takedown, and then the ground takedown. The best way to get it, you get 5,000 points for using all of those attacks, and so the best way to do that is just to figure out ways to string them together. One good way to start the round is to immediately counter somebody. Countering is probably the most difficult thing to do because it means you have to stand still occasionally, and sometimes you can mess up because you expect a guy to attack and he doesn't. So getting the counter out of the way is a good way to go. The thing I like to usually do though is to use the back claw and pull 3 guys in and then hit one automatically. The back claw, how the back claw strike works is that you launch the back claw, and then you hit a guy that you pulled in. Combo batterings are good. I recommend having the triple batterings, and then using that near the end of the fight to to knock enemies down so that you can use the ground takedowns. Ground takedowns should be reserved for when there are at least 3 or 4 enemies that are still on the battle, that are still in the game, if you will, because that is when you have the least chance of getting hit by anyone. Usually when you do a ground takedown, it takes a lot of time, and if there's a guy up, he'll usually come over and hit you, and that will ruin your bonus streak. Which also brings me to the other 2 bonuses. You get a bonus for flawless free throw, which basically you beat the entire room with 1 combo, and then you also get the Dark Knight bonus, which is basically you don't get hurt at all. You also get bigger bonuses by doing that every single round. So you get a perfect Dark Knight. You get Dark Knight bonus. Every round, you get the perfect Dark Knight bonus, which scores you with about another 5,000 points. You do like the flawless free flow. I don't know what the reward is, but if you defeat every round with 1 single combo, it gives you about maybe 10,000 points, I'd say. This being said, the best thing to do is, occasionally, as you see me here, restart the challenge maps if things don't go your way. I like to get my perfect points. I think I get hit. No, I just messed up my combo in the last match, and I decided not to restart because I was just kind of getting bored with it. But the best thing to do is to kind of read the enemies. If you're looking to do a counter in the middle of the fight, if a guy runs up at you, he's from far away, and if he runs up at you, he's going to be doing an attack on you. Like right there, you saw the guy, he went into a run animation before he attacked me. And that guy who I just kind of threw down on the ground was good. Did the same thing. So that's a sure way to show when someone's going to do a ground takedown. Using the triple battering as a combo is also good because it knocks down enemies like this, and you can score big points by doing the ground takedowns. Throws are good. I usually use those to either throw guys outside of the stage. They can be one-hit KOs, by throwing a guy into an electric fence off the stage, or you can just throw him into another guy. Takedowns are instant. They're basically instant KOs. I usually reserve those for people who are most dangerous, such as the knife people. People who wield knives have a different outfit than the normal inmates, and they usually, when they attack, they have a red counter sign, which means that you cannot block the attack. That's when you want to utilize the jump tool. What else is there to say? They also will block your combo, so the best way to take care of a guy who uses a knife is to stun him with your cape and then pound him up a bit, or just use the takedown on him. You can maneuver to a place where you can immediately use the takedown by him by jumping over people. As long as Batman is jumping over people, his combo will be preserved. You can jump over an infinite amount of times and preserve your combo. This allows for the best maneuverability around the map. You cannot just jump, do your dive roll thing infinite times. That will eventually cancel out your combo, so that's an important note to make. The best thing to do is to kind of stay on the outskirts of the enemies. Try and take out a couple guys. Once the room's thinned, begin to try to level them out by using a combo battering throw, and then go for the ground pounds. Right now, it would be a bad time to go for a ground pound. As you see, I'm whacking here. I'm doing a counter attack here. Just trying to get a variation bonus up. We get a throw. It could have been a takedown, but I decided to do a throw anyway. I decided to pull in some guys with my bat grapple just for the heck of it. Do another throw. Another thing to if you want to know whether or not you KO a guy with normal strike, when you KO someone, it will usually make it sound like a bone cracking. And right here is where I failed my combo. I imagine the guy closest to me would be able to ground takedown, but my batarang actually knocked him out, and I had to jump over to the other guy and ground takedown him. So that ruined my streak, but I decided just to keep going, just to finish it up. And you can see here my scores are improving. They are if you get a better score each round, you're doing something right. And I totally failed right there. A good thing to do is know which enemies tend to start up first. In certain rounds, certain enemies tend to come up and then try and attack you first. And if I had aimed my bat grapple to the right, I probably could have snagged that guy and pulled him in and hit him instead of him hitting me and ruining my perfect health bonus. But we're going to continue on anyways. From there, it's all about kind of improvising and thinking your way through it. You know, like, do you have the time? Like right here, I barely got away with the ground takedown there. You know, I figured, you know, a lot of people were down on the ground, that he was far enough away. We see Zaz right there. He's a knife guy. So I stun him, take him out. I go for the ground takedown on Zaz. We do a takedown right here. I got all the combo bonus I needed. Hit this guy, flip on over, and then come up and finish up this guy. I also recommend trying to use ground takedowns at the end of the match because ground takedowns give you 100 times points based on your combo, so you can score an easy 3,000 points if you have like a 30-hit combo, and you know that will net you the biggest scores. Anyways, that's a bit of a talk on how to do well in the challenge rooms on Batman Arkham Asylum. It's just mostly for LynxManager, but if other you guys play Batman Arkham Asylum, well, here you go. Thank you for watching. Later, guys.